Hey, AfterBuzzers, you're tuned into the SNL AfterBuzz After Show. We're going to talk about Adam Sandler's return to SNL and Shawn Mendes. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, hey. That's probably a great noise to listen to, right?
Like when you enter
a podcast, just Speed being like, ah! Hey, AfterBuzzers, we're talking about SNL. We're going to break down the show. Amy's going to do her special segment, news and gossip. You know the drill. But before we get into it, I'm Kelly McInerney, one of the hosts, and we have here...
Hey, guys, Steph Sabraw.
Hi.
Make
Hi,
this
Steph.
awkward.
Hi, Steph. Hi, Kelly. My name's Amy. My name's Amy Maestri.
Oh, my God. Hi.
It's nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
So do you guys like SNL?
No.
Just a little bit. Oh, sorry. I'm just like slurping also into the mic.
Kelly just providing all the great sounds for us
You
tonight.
guys like ASMR?
It's ASMR.
Yeah.
Featuring Adam Sandler.
It's pretty exciting. We all were excited for this one. Also, didn't realize that he's never hosted before. Makes sense why. So, not because he was bad, but we'll talk about it. I guess let's. What were your guys' expectations going into it? Same, like Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
yeah. Super excited. Also super nervous though too, because whenever there's a really good host, you just are hoping that the writers are going to pull through on it.
Yeah.
But I was super pumped going into it.
Heck yeah. The cold open starts off with a bang. You know what? I appreciated it. Just saying how boring and depressing politics was. So let's get into Game of Thrones and Avengers, which was okay. What did you guys think of the Family Feud?
It makes sense, and I'm happy that they did this. It wasn't executed perfectly,
right?
But I'm glad they did it because that's really all that people could talk about. Like, for once in the past almost 2 years, we had a week of just joy with things that we like Game of Thrones and Avengers, and I felt at peace, so I'm glad that they represented that.
Yeah, I think the topic of it was great. Shocker. I wish they didn't do it with Family Feud.
I know.
Not only because of Kenan, I just feel like a game show is hard to open the show on. I don't love game shows as the cold open. I don't know why. I don't know if it has to do with the energy level or like the pacing of those versus like, you know, whether it's a political satire sketch or whatever they want to do. I'm never a huge fan of game show openings, but I still, like it was legit anything anyone was talking about.
Do you think they put it in the beginning because probably all the makeup that Beck had to be as Thanos?
That's true. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Yeah. That guy's great.
That was so funny. But I agree. They could have. It would have been funny to have like a round table dinner with them. Something else because it would have been funny seeing them interact because they're from two complete different worlds and generations. So
that's true.
Yeah, it was like a loss.
Yeah, I liked Ego as the lady from Black Panther though because she was spot on as
Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye. I wrote that down, but I wasn't scared.
Okra?
I was scared.
I hated that they took once again the easy way out with Leslie being like, you can't really do anything in sketches. Just say, "Bitch, I'm Groot," and people will love it. Yeah. And they did. Whatever.
I remember after that too. I was just like, I'm laughing and it's funny, but. Still, it'd be nice if she could, do any kind of character ever.
Whatever.
Cecily's Melisandre. Oh, that was really good.
Gosh.
That was really good.
That was really good.
I think that was one of the standouts for me. And Mikey Day's Tormund. I thought was really fun.
I don't know. I thought it was okay, maybe because I love that character so much that no one can do it like him.
It's a lot to live up to.
It's an iconic character.
Yeah. I believe you guys.
It's very blankly right now.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you guys know. I watched 4 episodes of Game of Thrones, the first season so far. It's a different, conversation.
Good. You're getting there.
Thank you. The monologue. I kind of figured that he was going to do a musical thing, and I was real worried about it. But let me tell you, I really enjoyed this because it really just tells the history of why he was gone for a while, right? I just wish it was a little bit more upbeat or something. A lot of good cameos, though, with Chris Rock, and then Pete being like, oh, no, I'm not fired yet. I thought it was kind of nice to find out that Adam Sandler lost his religion at 20. Lost his virginity at 23. Same thing, you know.
We're gonna get really deep on this. After show tonight.
What did you guys think of the monologue?
Yeah, no, I agree. What a great excuse to get Chris Rock on stage with him.
Oh my God, when I saw him.
But yeah, I thought it was funny. I agree that, like, I wish the song was a little bit more, like, give it some pep, guys.
Yeah.
I hate myself right now after saying that, but give it some pep. I'm gonna stick to it. Yeah, and Pete's bit was great when Adam was just like, don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah. Oh, man. Good times.
I was really excited. I thought he was going to do a song, but yeah, it was a little sad. But I really, now in the news and gossip, I'll let you guys know what happened with that song in the intro, for the monologue. But I was kind of concerned that I was like, does he not feel well? Like, is something wrong? Because he seemed nervous, which we were talking about before, which isn't one of his characteristics ever on stage. Mm-hmm. But it was still enjoyable. It made me feel like I got to catch up with him after this many years.
Yeah.
Well, like over 10 years. How would you say?
He was 23, and that was like in the early. So it's been over 20 years.
I think it was like 24, 25.
I think I was going to say 24. Yeah.
Then I think
it's probably 24.
Let's go 24.
He started when he was 23. It was really awkward seeing Chris try and sing, though. I'm like, I know you're just doing this because you're a good friend.
True friendship.
Yeah. The first sketch, SNL Snapchat, CNN Snapchat. I don't know how to read my own normal handwriting. Whatever. What did you guys think of this fun, quirky sketch? I thought it was a good concept, like how has nobody thought of this idea already type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't have a lot of room to go. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I mean, it's a really funny idea. I think the thing that they did well is that they did heighten the stakes in it, where like, what's the biggest juxtaposition that we could give in this? Oh, he's being bombed. There are bombs going off around him. He's in, like, you know, and then to do that, and I think the way that they brought in Adam Sandler to like be into it was like, you have to add levels to something like that, because it can't just be like, oh, there's a 7-minute sketch about silly filters on Snapchat and that's it. So I think they did a good job with it, but yeah, it's hard when that's like the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. I thought
so
it
many
was
filters.
Yeah, it was like a fun. I was excited for it regardless, because we got to hear some of his characters and voices come out, which is really all that mattered in this episode regardless. But there wasn't anywhere for it to go. It was funny after the first minute, and then it just stayed in that tone.
Yeah.
I did like some of the specifics that I'd forgotten that I wrote down. That I look like an old-timey doctor that comes to your house with a bag. Yeah. I just like whenever someone references an old-timey doctor.
Yeah.
Weird fact about me, but I like it. And also I did just like, it was very small at the end, but Cecily playing Brooke Baldwin, when she just kicked the guy out at the end. I've actually seen Brooke Baldwin do that on air before, because she is a boss that does not deal with idiots on her show. And so I was like, that's just kind of funny to me, because she's one of my favorite anchors, and I've seen her do that to people who are just idiots on her show before.
Cool.
So, true to life, I think.
Keeping it method. I don't know. Fun. The next one was a musical video, Close or Holes by Voss Bonjour, which is Beck and I guess Kyle. Their take on the Lonely Island stuff. What did you guys think of this one?
I wish I loved it.
Yeah. Good.
I wish I loved it, and it just wasn't good.
Nobody, I think it was too much of a stretch to be like, close are holes that you put it. Like, come on, guys.
Standalone, each line is kind of funny. I could see where you kind of developed the idea, but it seems like one part of a song, not the entire premise of a song.
I think you nailed it by saying how badly you wanted to like it. Because it was like, there are things like that where, yeah, it's about something random or weird that you know, like observational comedy that they put into like this epic song. But it just never had a payoff. And I also thought that there was going to be some weird twist. I was kind of waiting for like a reveal or just something to kind of like go bonkers in the other direction.
Yeah.
And then it never came. I mean, the execution, amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this is a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially, I mean, your boyfriend there, Kyle.
I know.
If you can't come around to it.
I know. That's why I was like, there's no way they liked it if I don't like it.
Even like the late, like they've been killing it. It's weird to see a musical video fail because usually that's when they're the best.
Leave it to the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they've been
been
killing
crushing
it.
it.
It's
Yeah.
so true.
Girl, preach. You sound like an old woman.
It's okay. I said they should add pep to it earlier, so we're
What's
really
happening?
Just getting old. Hey, Steph, do you have to tell the audience anything?
Oh my gosh, yeah. What's happening that is good news, you guys, is you, not them. You guys watching is what keeps us going here at AfterBuzz. You guys make us the ESPN of TV talk, and we can't thank you enough for us to continue to grow and keep giving you guys this awesome content with hopefully not them in the future. we ask that you like us on YouTube, leave us a comment below, and then if you're listening on iTunes, give us those 5 stars and leave us a review. We really like them. I'm just kidding. We can't do this without them. Those are the 2 MVPs. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, supporting us. You're the best. Air high fives.
Woo! High fives all around.
we're all not awkward.
Oh boy. Well, I guess let's get to the other segment then, since it's the next sketch, right? Amy, let's break down the Romano tours.
Let's
Oh,
do
yes.
it. Let's do it. So this is the one that I wanted to feature this week for Anatomy of a Sketch. Just because it was like a classic sketch, which I feel like we can expect when there are hosts that come back who were cast members in like the 80s, 90s, like that kind of golden era of just like fun sketches that didn't always have to have like a huge purpose or like underlying like political aspect to it or anything. And Adam Sandler, of course, in this character is great, but the premise itself is just something that's so funny to me that if you go on vacation, you're still you.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like this could be something that was maybe from him or someone else who, Kelly, back me up on this if you think the same. It's very much like a stand-up feel. Because it's something that's like, again, it's like observational comedy that a stand-up just says like, oh, this is a funny thing. Let me put my point of view on it. Let me put a spin on it. And then they turned it into a sketch in this case. I think from top to bottom, this was kind of perfect. I don't know if they needed the couple in the very top because it was before they actually got to the game. And it was just them talking about their tour. And I was like, I don't think they actually needed that, but I liked when they came back in later. And again, the specifics that they brought to it of like, if you're sad now, you're probably gonna be sad there. And if we can take you to the Riviera, but we can't make you feel comfortable in a bathing suit. So all those like different specifics that you're just like, oh yeah. Damn, that's me. I hate hiking, and I expected to love hiking because I went on a hike in Italy.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those great sketches where it's just a really good, proper premise sketch. Here's a funny thing. Here's our take on it. Here's a few beats to go through it. Let's give some specifics. I love the infographic to add something visually of the can and cannot list.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler, of course, you know, was great all the way through it and just kind of like carrying it. So I think that it was one of my favorites of the night, but I also just appreciated that it was just a good, solid premise sketch.
I like that. You're right, though. It is very much a stand-up idea to be like, if you travel, don't be like, it could be both a sketch or a stand-up bit. And yeah, I liked the twist on it, and he ruled. Yeah, great job.
Thank you.
Roller Coaster Rider in the chat. What's up? He says this is his favorite sketch too of the night.
Nice. I agree with you, Roller Coaster Rider.
Yeah, I think it was one of the best. You guys didn't like this next one, the Sandler family reunion?
Oh no, I like this.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if Christopher Walken was hosting or they just did a like a Walken family reunion. Do you remember that? It was Amy Poehler was on it. Because at the end, Amy Poehler even does her Christopher Walken
Which
impression.
is the best Christopher Walken impression ever. I will stand by that statement.
Yeah, because they were just doing their straight up walk-in impressions. Where this one, I think they took it to another level in that, like, it was their impressions of Adam Sandler characters in movies, like Little Nicky and The Wedding Singer and Bobby Boucher. What did you guys think of? Everybody. Oh, Jimmy Fallon appears.
Kristen Wiig.
As Carrie's mom. Just to throw that in.
Dude, it was so funny. Yeah. And I'm so pissed at Roller Coaster Rider in the chat who said he likes Wig less than we like Kenan.
Get out of here. How can you? She emotes.
No, literally.
We just had such a good moment agreeing.
We've always had great moments in this chat, but this is where I draw the line fiercely because as soon as she entered the screen, I was like, the fact that, like, that says something about Adam to me. Like, that they have some sort of bond where she came back. Because she hasn't been back in a while.
Yeah.
But I love this sketch. His mind is insane to me. And all these characters, when you just see it on the screen, you're like, damn, he's really done everything.
Yeah.
And he's had such a good career.
The way that he jumps around to characters, too, is so good. Almost like no one will ever come close to Robin Williams. But in that same kind of way of, you know, like how their brain works of just so quickly going back and forth with, like, these really extreme, zany characters.
Yeah.
But I did like that in this one, they put the twist on it of, like, that's just his family. Mm-hmm. Like, rather than at first I thought, it was just all like, oh, they're all like, yeah, we can do impressions. But no, like, that's his family. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. I hated Kenan being like, I can't do this. Yeah, no crap, you can't. Get out of here.
We've been saying for 15 seasons.
Anybody can do a decent Adam Sandler impression.
Even Leslie's was pretty good.
Yeah, her Chubbs.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah. I think anybody, can you guys do one? Can you do one now? I'll do one while you guys
do
think.
it.
Who do? There we go. That sounded like it, kind of.
Maybe by the end of the episode.
If I do it, it would be the screaming one. I don't want to blow out everyone's eardrums.
I could do the
Yeah. I could do that too.
I feel like anybody can do the yelling one.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
That's why
they should have given that one to Kenan. Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say? Somebody give this kid a Happy Meal or whatever. I forget. Anyways, I wish Andy Samberg was there because Jimmy Fallon got on SNL because he did an Adam Sandler impression, and then Andy Samberg got on SNL also because he did. I think he did either a Jimmy Fallon impression or also an Adam Sandler.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love SNL. I really do. Like, these stories are so
you're
cool. Like, seriously. If I didn't have SNL, I don't know what would have happened to my life.
Sounds like a fake commercial. Like Rectix.
I was waiting for that
Segue.
I had to read it.
I love this one. Yes, because it was just, you thought you knew where it was going because it was simple and it went exactly there and still killed it. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, no, your dad just likes butt plugs, dude. Like, I can't even say it and think it's not hilarious.
All I want is to have, like, been a fly on the wall watching you watch this episode and just be like, no, dude, your dad likes butt plugs.
It was very Kyle Mooney of me, like, no, dude. You didn't like it that much?
No, I liked that idea of just like, because at first I was just like, is this all it's going to be? And then I was like, oh, yeah. I get what you do. Yeah. I like that. That's good.
And then the 80 just kills everything. Every sketch 80's in, I still think she's underused this season for what the season is. Every time she comes, it's so funny. Like, she's like, no, I got it for your father. Like, no, she knows exactly what she did, and she doesn't care.
She's got a little sneaky face on when she does it, too. She knows.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
How about, we'll save Shawn Mendes for later. Oh, Shawn Mendes was also in the Adam Sandler reunion.
Yeah, but, like...
He was, he's a cute boy. He's got his whole life ahead of him.
It's okay, you're pretty.
Update with do you guys have any fun jokes and then we'll get into the guests?
Yeah, I thought it was there was a few things that came to mind this episode. I mean, this update, that Michael Che, he didn't get as many laughs this week, but what he points out of each joke, like his setups are never where I think they're going, and it's so funny. I feel like the audience in SNL never really appreciates him.
Yeah, I agree.
But my line is from Colin when he was like, soap and crab meat, which is coincidentally the same ingredients in Peeps.
That was, I do love now that he's started realizing that with the audience.
Yeah,
his
like,
glances that he gives
whatever.
around after. Yeah. He just looks over and he's like, yeah, what'd you think? He's just like taunting them after
The
he tells the
confidence.
jokes. I love Jost's entire takedown of just like what's more confusing, this being in Russian or Trump's English, and like that whole segment that he did. But I think Che stole the show on that one though.
Mm-hmm. I love when he's like talking about how a white parent talks to, like, that's how Democrats talk to Trump.
Oh, yeah.
It's so true.
Like white parents with their kids at Walmart.
Yeah. Was it the first time that she played Elizabeth Warren? Kate McKinnon?
She's done that before because I remember that she always does the like, we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight. And she just like is always like pointing at people and just like, hi, hey.
I loved it. I mean, she has done it before, and I loved this one specifically because it was so well written. Because that's exactly what's happening with Elizabeth Warren. She's spitting out gems every single day, and actually has action plans, and no one cares.
Yeah, because she's an old woman. Because that's what the joke was. Like, back when college cost $2.75 for me.
And it's true, like Beto and I do love Beto. I really do. I think he's like a special candidate. But in terms of what he's done, it's not like he does parkour literally and is this magnificent, we must vote him into office ASAP type of character.
Yeah.
That's what I love because it is straight up like you look around and like you hear these candidates talking and they're all just like, here's a grand statement, and she's like, here's 10 policies I'm ready to lay down right now. And you're just like, oh damn. Yeah. So I love that they had her come out and do this. I also think it was funny too, just all of her little like the $2.75 one. Then her dorm was an empty grain silo. Mm-hmm. They just gave her like really good specifics on it. I would love to see Elizabeth Warren come on with Kate.
Me too.
Oh, that'd be great.
I would it's always fun when they do that, when you get to see, especially a political impression, someone come on side by side. Like when Hillary did it with Amy, that was great. Oh my gosh, though.
I feel like Veep is making you not only, well, you're already an SNL writer in my mind, but also I feel like you doing the after show for Veep has made you like the new Olivia Pope. Like, this is an action plan for Elizabeth Warren. If she went on SNL and did a sketch with Kate McKinnon, she would get so many more votes. Because people would be like, she's cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm secretly working for her campaign.
All she has to do is host SNL like Trump has done twice.
Exactly.
Let us not remind us of that dark time.
I'm just trying to give our girls some pointers.
Hell yeah. I would, that's wish list. I'd love to see her on
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there will be, because there's so many there's so many Democrats running for primary right now. There's like over 10 at least.
There's like 20 now.
Yeah.
It's like 22 or something.
So there's definitely going to be cameos. Wait till next season of SNL in the fall.
Well, that's the thing too, is it's still so early. I think we're all forgetting. Like, it feels like the election is this fall.
We just want it
because of
over
how-
with.
Yeah, we're just like, please,
Get 'em outta
2020, come. I can't believe we've survived.
So far, yeah, I know.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, you're right. We have over a year left.
And then big surprise, because I was like, why are they did you guys notice they were like talking so much? I'm like, is there gonna be another guest or whatever? And then it was Opera Man.
I didn't notice, but
I feel like there was heavy jokes, and then it was finally Warren and then Opera Man.
Yeah.
I was just waiting because I was like, if
Me
they don't
too.
do Opera Man, I'm gonna riot.
Yeah, kind of like when Bill Hader just didn't do Stefan.
Yeah.
Blasphemous.
That was a dark time.
That was a dark time.
Yeah. Oh, so great. What did you guys think of it?
So good. It was so good. I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorites regardless, and he killed it, and I love that the audience was dying laughing. I think he got the most laughs out of any sketch was that particular one, so I loved it. It was so funny.
Yeah. It didn't let down. It built, like, it gained steam as it went,
Yeah.
too. I feel like I was enjoying it from the moment it started, but then it just kept getting better and better and better. And now all I can think of is Trump Dumpa.
Yeah.
But even, like, the little specifics in that, too. And, like, to win the White House, you have to date a porn, or you have to bang a porn star. Like, and he just hit everything in it. And you could tell he was just having so much fun.
Mm-hmm. And it was so well written for, like, such a goofy character. So
I
great.
feel like he probably wrote a lot of that.
Have you seen his recent movies? I don't think he wrote it. I love him. But his Netflix movies need
I know, I
work.
haven't seen them. I didn't see them because I don't want to tarnish the representation of him in my brain.
Yeah. Never watch Sandy Wexler. It's the
God.
worst thing ever. But he's great. He's great. I love him. He's a
Everyone makes flops, right?
Yeah, he was great. I wish there was Cabin Boy. That was because like Alec, you're on all the time, dude. Come bring back Cabin Boy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Whatever. Next time. Next year. The next sketch, I just call it Barflies, but you guys know it. It's like the O'Donnellys or whatever.
Yeah.
With I don't want to say his name first. Kate, Kristen, and Adam, and then Keenan. But yeah, it was great.
I appreciate you, Kelly.
Thanks.
I loved this sketch.
I just wanted it to be more. I feel like they're just like, let's just pour spaghetti and make out, and it's gonna work.
I just think it's because the makeout set's just so intense. It really must take a lot out of them. Seriously, it is so intense. I was looking at it like, dang, I would do
Were you
this.
into it?
No. I was wondering if I would do this if I had the chance. Like, I don't know. You really got every bit of skin cell on you.
I think Kristen actually had Kate's entire chin in her mouth
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah.
She was just like holding on to it for a while with her mouth. I think I just like that it's one of those ones that towards the end you're just like, it's just off the rails. Yeah. They're just having fun. Like, and I think especially for an end of night sketch, that's where those work because they're just like, it's 12:50 a.m. right now. I'm making out with two of SNL's greats and one of the current SNL greats, and we're all eating spaghetti.
Yeah.
Let's just go nuts. Let's be weird. Let's get weird.
And there was a lot of. I had two good lines. When she was saying Kate was saying her name. I think it was it was Kristen. She's like, you can remember that because if you shake it up, it will spell shallow vag. Yeah. And then she's like, I didn't finish, but I am done. Such a mood.
Yeah, Shallow Vag was great.
Shallow Vag is what I want my autobiography to be called.
I almost wrote it as Shallow Vag, and I was like, I don't want to be the first one to say a bad word for once. Even that's not a bad
Vag
word.
is a compliment.
Yeah. Is it?
I am instating it as so.
Okay. It's just a thing, I think it is.
Yeah. It's a great thing.
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
contribution to the earth.
She's standing strong.
Thank you for
on
coming
this
to my
one.
TED Talk.
And then Shawn Mendes, he was great. Let's talk about him for real quick, and then we'll go to the sad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cutie.
He's really cute and really talented. And, like, that's it.
And scene.
We are done.
There's only so many adjectives. He is just picture perfect. But
Yeah. He's going to get better with age, too, probably.
he already has. When he
Yeah.
started, I was like, who is this kid, like, locked inside of a child's body? But he's really grown.
He also still has like very much like a child's voice too.
Yeah.
And he even still does. He still sounds like very, very young, but
Yeah.
he's pretty.
Yeah, he's nice to look at.
Yeah. His songs are catchy.
Yeah.
I like him.
I feel like European women would just die over him. Like that skinny, like.
Are you a European woman? Comment below. Would you hit it with Shawn Mendes?
Drop an emoji.
Yeah.
Below.
Just the eggplant. Or the A-OK with the finger and like with a check mark.
And we will know.
The final sketch also ties into the news and gossip, right?
Yes.
So it's the Chris Farley song. Why don't you take it away, Steph?
Okay, some news and gossip for you.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, in an interview with Dan Patrick's show on Monday, so yesterday, Adam Sandler was asked about the sketch And then he said, it was scheduled, but it kind of got sprung on me quick, Sandler explained. I had to mentally get ready because when I was singing the Farley song in the studio in rehearsals, I kept getting really upset because I just loved being in the studio. It was making me upset. And I feel like that was kind of apparent, it seemed a little bit, but... And I was telling Amy, like, I forgot their history. I forgot that they were, like, brothers. So it makes sense.
All like 5 of them, I think, right? Like him, Rock, Spade, Schneider.
Yeah. He said, I couldn't really sing it out loud. I was kind of mumbling because his image and stuff was making me off and upset. I was like, oh, man, I got to prepare for this, for the show, to try not to break down. So, yeah, all of them were. And John, too, right? Did you say that? John Belushi, I think he was friends with, too?
No, John Belushi was in the 70s.
I know, but I think they have a good relationship.
He idolized him because that was
not
like
in the
his
same
hero.
group, but it was cool how I feel like back then there was more camaraderie between the generations. Like they talked about each other more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Farley was like Belushi was just like such a mentor to him.
He even said in the song like, oh, you're calm down or else you're gonna get it. And he's like,
End up like Belushi and Candy.
Yeah. And he's like, they're my idols.
Yeah.
They both him and Belushi and Farley and somebody else died at 33, I think. They're in like the 33 club. Bunch of celebrities.
So creepy and sad.
Sad.
I don't know how he didn't break down during this.
I know. I was waiting.
At the end of it, I was just like, hold it together, Amy.
Yeah.
I'm just like watching in my living room by myself, and I'm still crying.
I knew it was coming, and I just watched it before we got here, but I had makeup on. I'm like,
It's really sad.
can't reapply. There's no time.
I know. I didn't watch it on the way here. I'm kind of glad I watched it Sunday, so I had like 2 days to debrief it.
Yeah.
Watch it alone in the dark with all the shades drawn.
It was sad, but like, yeah, so cute.
What a great tribute to him. And you can even tell, I noticed during the good nights, 80 and Kate are just like bawling in the background. They're like kind of upstage. And 80's just like, just wiping back all these tears from her eyes. And I was like, girl, I get it. Me too.
Yeah.
It was really sad.
But overall, real fun episode, right, guys? Aside from ending on it was a sad but bittersweet note, right? You know, like
I think that was the only spot they could have done it.
Yeah.
Too. You know, like
can't start off with a sad thing. Like even after 9/11, I think they had a bunch of soldiers there, and then Lauren's like to Rudy Giuliani, "But can we be funny?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, what was the
So
line?
they made
He
it
was
funny.
Like, it was like, why start now?
Yeah.
Before Rudy Giuliani became a crazy person.
Complete psycho.
Could wear the hell out of a dress. Though.
Writer says to you, Kelly, get waterproof makeup then? Question mark. We weren't prepared for this sketch, all right?
It's true.
Don't worry, I'll cry later and rewatch it. And I'll just let the mascara fall, you
Let it
know?
go.
And I'll just look at myself in the mirror after, and that's fun for me, just to see where it just goes.
Last note on the episode for me was that I was thinking the entire time since his kids haven't seen him on SNL, and I don't know, a lot of times kids of celebrities don't watch their parents' stuff.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to be his kids watching him do literally the most crazy characters and sketches must have been so weird and awesome.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, right. That's my dad, Adam Sandler, doing all these insane characters from 25 years ago. That's awesome.
Great dad.
Yeah.
Next week, it's going to be Emma Thompson and the Jonas Brothers. Pretty fun.
Ooh.
Going to be second to last.
I'm rooting
Of the
for
season.
Priyanka to show up.
Oh, yeah. And what's her face from Game of Thrones?
Oh, Sansa. Sophie Turner.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah.
Her Instagram stories. Hilarious. Game of Thrones inside jokes.
Just give us that blank stare again.
Yeah. I just was like looking over here, I think, when you guys were talking about it before. Whatever.
You're just like, they'll be done soon.
Anyways, though, super fun times. Until next time, Amy, where can we find you on the, in the world?
In the world, probably hiding behind a bush, creeping on Steph. But on the internet, you can find me at Amy Maestri on Twitter and Instagram.
I will be awaiting that. I'll find the right bush for you. Thank you. I'm Steph Sabraw. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Steph Sabraw.
And I'm Kelly McInerney. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HollyWeirdo. Also, I was just on Getting Dug with High, and that's on YouTube.
Yes.
Check that out. Yes. With Todd Glass. Pretty cool. But until next time, until next week.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.